everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
And today it is
our monthly modality message because it's Virgo season.
The sun has moved into Virgo. Happy birthday to all Virgos.
Happy birthday to our Virgo friends out there. We know you're out there.
But this is a reading for all signs of the zodiac as we move into the Virgo season, and it's about your modality orientation. And to put it mildly, the modality energies of the zodiac probably have more to do with how you interact with people and or events or challenges in your life. It's less like the elemental associations that describe innate qualities to yourself. It's more about how those energies work in real time.
And that this reading is good for the entire Virgo season. So let's see what's out there for everybody, shall we? What do we start with, Mr. O?
Well, of the three modalities, we always start with the Cardinal modality. Do you want to describe them?
Well, yes, I don't mind at all. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. And the positives are quite impressive, let me tell you. We are the initiators. We get things started. We're active. We're quick. We're driven. And we are ambitious. We have a lot of vim and vigor. Well, in my younger years, perhaps more. But we are no slackers. We're enthusiastic. We have a zest for life. And we're clever. But most important of all, we want to win.
Good luck with that.
Yes, why?
And of course, there are negatives because basically all of that stuff means that they can be too domineering, self-centered, forgetting about others as they focus on their own stuff. And to be truthful, they often don't finish what they start.
Well,
they're just good at starting stuff.
I'm guilty. So you want to be starting something?
You want to be starting something?
We do. We cardinal signs do.
So, all right. There are 4 positions for the reading for each of the modalities. We're going to start with card 1, which will be about the primary focus for this month ahead, the Virgo season.
He's rushing my shoulder.
No one can rush you.
I'm fast anyway.
In some ways.
Yes. All right. The primary focus for us cardinal signs is... it's the Prince of Pentacles reversed. So that is the Knight. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, we're off to a little wobbly start here, cardinal signs. The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Unfortunately, we aren't moving as fast as we normally are. We're kind of slow. We're kind of plodding. We may be getting a little bit lazy. Maybe, we've started a project and we're not wanting to finish it.
Oh, you Aries and other cardinals.
So that is the focus, is how to get our vim and vigor back, how to get our ambition back, our drive, how to become more motivated.
Well, this is kind of like the initial shot over the galley, as they say, for Virgo season.
Right.
And the Knight of Pentacles is kind of like that idea reversed of a Virgo kind of personality that is not really doing that much. They're sluggish, There may be some things going on that, are related to also our physical health at this time. That maybe we are feeling like really slow and unregulated. Maybe we need to do some detoxifying on the, body level.
Well, beyond that also, there may be a slowdown in the workplace. Maybe there's some layoffs going on, some shuffling around. Also there may be some financial downturn too that the cardinal signs are dealing with. So it's kind of the gamut of some material affairs slowing down or stalling.
Right. Modality signs of Cardinal should probably realize that things are going to start off slow and maybe not gain great traction during this month ahead.
Card 2 is the role your interactions with others may play in the month ahead. Well, that is upright, and it's interesting. We've had this card twice this week for cards for the collective. It's Judgment. Judgment is upright. Well, okay, the role others will play. I almost wonder here if they're going to light a fire under our butts. You know, they may give us some reason to remotivate. They may maybe tell us some truths that we need to hear. You know, that, hey, you know, you need to finish this job you've started, or, hey, you know, you're not doing that well financially here. Why don't you move your money there? They may offer some actually really good critical advice.
But there is a dark side, and to some degree, this card could represent that others may have a kind of pompous or higher over you attitude. It's not necessarily meant to be, you know, power over, but they may feel they are more righteous and they are there to kind of show you the way to be a little more righteous too, or to understand what big changes will mean in your life.
I think it's more constructive than destructive, but you know what?
Okay, I'll go.
Maybe the other cards will tell the tale on this. I think what you really need to hear this message either way. Even if you feel they might be out of line a little bit or something, you know, maybe pushing you a little too hard.
Well, you know, cardinal signs like to realize and do these things for themselves. So when somebody else does them, that's where I'm getting that feeling from. Is like they sort of feel like, stay in your lane. But you know what? Me lane as su lane.
Speaking as an Aries, I just have to say, some of us cardinal signs, we just don't like the idea of maybe being pushed or bossed around. So if it's done right, you know, we will take it in. But if it's done wrong, it may turn some of us off a little bit. I will say that.
All right.
Okay.
Objectives, challenges.
Opportunities or challenges we may face in Virgo season. Well, it fits right in with the first card, really. It's the Empress reversed.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it? So, see, I do think there is a story here.
I think this is kind of like a purge season where maybe the forward actions are really about eliminations of things or restructuring things for a different rhythm, a different speed, a different kind of take on it. And so I think with the Empress reverse, you may find you're going to lower some expectations or lower some thresholds of projects you're working on or creative outlays.
Well, I like what you're saying there. It ties in a little bit with what I was going to say. I think here there's an opportunity challenge equation in the Empress here. And that is that on the one hand, you know, the challenge is to try to reinvigorate yourself and get yourself moving again in the right direction. You know, even Judgment is heralding that call. Other people see this in you right now. And the opportunity is, you know, maybe you have an opportunity to take care of yourself and, you know, get yourself in shape to make the changes you need to make to move things forward again. So it's an opportunity challenge with the Empress, because when the Empress is reversed, it is saying there is a need here to take care of yourself. Take advantage of an opportunity to, I don't know, go to a spa, maybe work out, to, you know, invigorate yourself more, re-energize yourself, whatever it takes. Take a route to do that, but also make sure that you accept the challenge, you know, that you're doing this so that you can make the moves you need to make. You can be re-inspired again to get things moving.
It sounds like a really intra kind of month for the cardinal signs, like they may be really into themselves. They'll be interacting with people, but at the level of like really using that as a lens back onto themselves and their own attitudes or feelings.
So, how can you use your modalities, superpowers to your advantage this month? Well, it's the Page of Wands reversed. Hmm. I get it. I do, in a way. I think the idea here, cardinal signs, and this goes into both your positives and negatives a little bit here. You like to get things started, but this is saying this is not a time for you to use that superpower. Don't start something new. Work on what's wrong first, right? And so this is reversed here, warning you. You really need not to muddy the waters further here. Just because things have stalled doesn't mean you should give up on them. And so here, where it says you often don't finish what you start, turn that upside down. Finish what you started. Get this in the right direction again, and then maybe will be the right time to work on something new.
And when I consider, that particular page there, in practical terms, this could be saying that don't be so quick to divert yourself with invitations
Right.
or things that take you away from that work.
Good
that
point.
this thing could be false messaging that sort of tries to keep you away from that valid work. Don't
Yeah.
fall for it.
I like it. It's really almost cut and dry as we said it.
It is. It's a
I don't
perfect
really
narrative in a
think we
way.
know how to recap why we should recap it. Just follow this along. Read it again if you need to, cardinal signs, because it's all laid out right here.
It's a perfect narrative, I think, for really the Virgo season. The Virgo season
Yeah, it's
really
about
is about regulation, discrimination of oneself and how one is doing things.
Analyzing
Analysis.
and fixing what's wrong. And also, Virgo, they're the workhorses of the Zodiac. And so it is just a call for you to finish this. Get to work on what's going wrong, what's stalled, and start moving it forward again. So good luck with that.
All right, Cardinals.
Right, let's move on to those darn fixed signs, shall we? You want to talk about them?
Okay, then I'll let you shuffle.
Well, I'm supposed to shuffle now.
I know. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. We're quite a motley crew, aren't we?
Yes.
We have steadiness. We are stable, determined, resolute, self-reliant, forging ahead, calmly working on objectives. Well, mostly.
Unless it's tech related.
Remember those who helped them, and yes, Scorpios in particular have a pretty deadly memory. Persistence, concentration, powerful yet purposeful. Fixed signs have no wasted emotions.
No wasted.
You get it all.
No wasted motion.
Whoops. Well, I'm not wasting my emotions either.
Cute. But you know what? There is a dark side.
No, there isn't.
So they're stubborn. They're my way or the highway in their thinking.
You mean it's not?
They have a tendency to get stuck in their ways. And also, they have this nasty habit of believing they are always right. Ha! I say, ha, Scorpio.
Well, you know what that one comedian used to say?
What?
I may not always be right, but I am never wrong.
Yeah, I have to hear this every frickin' day. No, not really, but...
And you're going to for the rest of your life. Card 1 for the fixed signs. The primary focus for you guys this month ahead. What will it be?
Well, look at you. You are starting something. I don't know. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, you are starting something, but I don't know if it's any good. It's the Five of Wands. It's the Five of Wands upright. Well, it could be good.
You're busy. You're definitely busy.
Well, you're engaging with others, as usual. Some of you, Aquarian, Scorpio, etc., Leos, you're very social. You like to be out with people. And so you are engaging with others, and hopefully in a constructive manner, because this card can be double-edged in that regard. It could be that, maybe people aren't totally listening to one another, and they might be trying to outshout one another as they work on strategies or objectives. Let's say if it's a work meeting, but if it's, in your personal life, it could be that there's a lot of engagement going on.
Well, for much of the world, certainly the Western world, this this time is like the end of summer and the very early beginnings of fall, and there's a sense of things like needing to be tied up from that period we're passing, and maybe finessed as we move ahead. Students are going back to school. People maybe are coming back to work situations.
True.
People move more often at the beginning of a season or at the end of a season. So this suggests to me that what's going on is a bit of involvement with others that maybe is working towards some amount of mutual ends.
It could be event planning. There's lots of festivals and things that go on in the fall.
Halloween season,
tours and trips, maybe hay rides, all kinds of stuff. And I think here that it is something that maybe you're trying to build with others, something you're putting together with others. And, you're going to have to work hard on getting on the same page with that.
Building a mystery.
This might fit right in with card 2 here, which is the role your interactions with others may play in the month ahead. Fixed signs. And look at that. I really like this. It's the Page of Swords upright. Wow, this is really good. And this is starting to form a story as well. Because you see here,
we're signing up for dance class.
No, your engagements will be very constructive. People are willing to listen to one another. People are willing to look for what everybody can agree on, whether it's assigning roles in a project or a goal, how the team is going to work together, maybe what the project plan is. Everybody seems to be willing to work together to reach an agreement. Those two cards.
These cards really work well together. It seems to me, though, like you have the higher point in trying to bring the group aesthetic together in a sense. You're going to be the person who maybe will promote interfeelings between people, respect between people, diplomacy and tactfulness.
What a nice card there.
Very nice.
I mean, so what could go wrong? So let's take a look at the opportunities or challenges you may face in the month ahead and how they can help you achieve your goals. Wow, it's another sword card, and it's upright, the Ace of Swords. So the opportunity here comes with a great epiphany happening.
There's a valid thing going on.
Coming from all of this dialogue and interactions with others. This sounds really, really positive for group work, for teamwork, things of that nature. It just seems like it's going to lead to a breakthrough moment and possibly a victory. That's the opportunity. You could achieve a victory here, a win.
You took it out of my mouth. I mean, to me, that Ace of Swords really is about a new project, a victory, something substantial that maybe, people would be rewarded for, if only with that sense of confidence of having achieved this.
So again, what could go wrong? These are great cards, but let's see how you use your modality superpower this month to possibly help you achieve your goals and aims. Oh. And it's the devil.
You little devil.
The devil's in the details for sure here. Well, what's up with that? What's up with that? I think here you do have to be aware that there may be some people that hold the group back by trying to control the narrative. This may be falling back to that Five of Wands card where there's engagement and it's largely constructive, but there's always somebody who feels like they've got to get their 2 cents in, and they've got to, maybe that their idea is the most important one to be considered.
Well, another way of looking at this card to me is...
You want to hear this.
Thank you for, taking the words out of my brain. I think, to me, it dovetails a little bit to the Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords, because that was about maybe evoking the energy or mindset of the group that's working on things. Your superpower may be making people feel more involved by making them feel less like they're just an underling or that they don't have a true role there. That's what your superpower will be, is maybe helping people feel they're not just a minion, they're not somebody that's consigned or conscripted to this process, that they actually have input or value beyond that.
I'm going to take this to a different level now, because it just occurred to me, if we're going to look at the devil in a more positive light, I would just say this. Everything is going so smoothly in this group, and you're feeling very comfortable there, fixed signs, that you should indulge in this, that you should engage fully in this process and enjoy. I think you'll get great pleasure out of working with this group that you are working with, and that things are going to go really well. You just have to be careful, of course, that nobody truly dominates over the other, that everybody feels they're co-equal creator in, this great undertaking.
This is almost another reading that is its own narrative that just really works pretty well.
Yeah, and so I see here, when I think about your superpowers, this is about remembering who helped you, and not trying to one up them. You're all working together here, and so just keep that in mind, that everybody is co-equal creators.
The ultimate message of the devil, one way or the other, should be about liberation.
Right. So, wow, good luck with that. I don't think we have to go through that again either.
Nope.
Maybe we won't be doing any recaps today, unless it's a real complicated reading.
Well, the season of Virgo may be imparting a clarity in our minds of how we see and relate to these things.
All right, well, we are on the mutable signs now. They're a happy group.
The feeling is mutable.
The mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo. Happy birthday again to the Virgos, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And the positives are just massive here. The mutables know how to go with the flow and are adaptable and flexible. They're very versatile. They're highly resourceful. They can change when they need to, when necessary. They're quite easy to change. They can assume various personas. They're, like little chameleons of the Zodiac. They're well liked by others. They enjoy learning. They play fair. They're diplomatic. They're sharp, sympathetic. They can see below the surface of things, which is, of course, a great asset. They're selfless and they're quick to help others.
However, they have some negatives. They can be trying too hard to please everyone. Sounds a little dysfunctional. They can be wishy-washy, inconsistent, or, at their worst, downright duplicitous. And perhaps they overstretch themselves, their capabilities to a point of no return, perhaps.
Till they snap. They're not Mr. Fantastic.
Oh, I was just thinking of a scene in the Fantastic Four movie where he almost did snap.
All right. Let's see what we have for our friends, the mutables. Hi, Sunny. Sunny has just entered the room.
Sunny has entered the room.
All right.
The primary focus for mutables this month.
Oh, gosh, we got another ace here. This is the Ace of Pentacles upright. Holy moly. This is a pretty good month for everybody, I'd say. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So your primary focus is on making some money, economic, financial, material growth, maybe starting a job, maybe establishing a home. Maybe some of you are moving into a home. There's a great new beginning here in the material realm for you. And I won't roll out a new health regime that will put you on a better track. Well, have I covered everything?
You have, in a way, but like the Cardinals had a Knight of Pentacles there.
But that was reversed.
I know, yeah. But I sort of feel like that Earth influence and the Virgo season, they're kind of hitting up here. They're kind of aligning or syncing together. And you may feel that what you need to begin is a management regulation program of some sort. Maybe you feel there are things you need to do that purge and reorder, or create more room or more opportunities for yourself. And so that's where your opportunities, or where your focus will be, trying to bring a sense of true order or new sense of order to maybe, some chaos you have.
So the role your interactions with others may play in the month ahead. Let's see what's going on here. Wow, it's the Two of Pentacles upright. So it's another pentacle.
Ooh.
And look at that. It follows Ace, 2, right? So it's a progression here, but this is with your interactions with others. I think everybody's going to help you maintain a stable situation here, whether it's with job, career, whether it's with your health, maybe working with a healthcare team, maybe it's with family. Everybody doing their part. It just seems like there's a lot of stability and balance, and people are cutting you enough slack because they realize you're juggling a lot, but you seem to be managing it really well.
There are valid partnerships and qualities indicated here. I think it is a little bit of a reflection of the first card that maybe what you're trying to do this month ahead will involve you needing to, work with honest partners in the same situation. Sometimes that may not actually be physical people, but maybe it's the resources that you are utilizing. They help balance, or like I was saying here, sync you towards these tasks.
Well, I like this. So the opportunities or challenges you may face and how you can best achieve your goals, or how you can best achieve or tackle them. Let's see, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is upright.
Take no prisoners.
Oh, I think that I personally feel that'd be more the king, but I getcha, and I do see that a little bit with this queen.
Well, to me, the Queen of Swords will do what's right and sort of has that sense of a responsibility to do that. So that may make her different, because I think it's not so much a personal demand of themselves. It may be what they feel is the gestalt of everyone around them. So it's a little bit of a consensus view. You may feel what you are trying to achieve this month, what your challenges are things that you need to understand where all the parameters are and how it will affect everybody.
I really don't see any challenges here. I think there's opportunities here to use your head. You're going to be thinking very clearly, and maybe you are the one that's going to come up with this great idea that you need to do and get others to help you achieve it. And I think here you're making sound judgments and decisions. And not only that, I really feel combining this Queen of Swords energy with the balance of the Two of Pentacles, it kind of indicates to me that you are definitely going to do your fair share.
Well, the position itself is about challenges, because you said you didn't see
opportunity or challenges.
Okay, just
sometimes I see both, sometimes I see one or the other. But you can go ahead and see both.
Okay, well, I was just saying that. Never mind. We'll cut this out later, right?
Oh no, we should keep this one. Anyway.
Finish it, Banshee. Finish it.
So, all right, how can you use your modality superpowers to best advantage this month? King of the King of Cups, the King of Cups upright. All upright cards, all well aspected cards.
It sounds like a good mutable quality, really, being able to, discern things and be helpful to others, and not necessarily go out of your way to be harsher.
The way to win people over is to be very helpful. You know how to play fair. That's come up in these cards here. In a sense, with that Queen of Swords. You also know how to be sympathetic and empathic to others. And that's what the King of Cups is about here. So I feel here that if you operate from a heart level this month with other people, they're going to be more than happy to help you achieve your goals. So again, I don't really know you have to switch or change yourself or anything. You just have to be yourself, your kind and your helpful self. And realize too that if you want the help of others, you've got to do your part.
The King of Cups really, I think, as a mutable card or position, really is the epitome of that idea of your superpower, the benevolence, the kindness, the ability to be a wise counselor, helpful counselor, to not overstep your grounds, perhaps, but to really be there for that person when they need advice or support.
So I think, wow, these are really good readings. I really think something in the material realm is happening for you this month, is beginning this month, and you're going to be able to make it work. You're going to just have everything you need. You're going to be able to pull things together. You're going to be able to juggle, whatever you're trying to start here with your other things going on in your life, and others are going to work with you, right?
People see those qualities in the last two cards, the Queen and King there, and realize, you are somebody who wants to be involved with others and is not necessarily out for your own interests totally.
And you want to play fair, and you want to be sympathetic to others' needs too. So, in other words, if others give you what you need to succeed, don't forget that. Be like the fixed signs. Don't forget the people who helped you and help them. Why don't you give them a hand with something and reciprocate? So really, this looks like a good month. I think the cardinal signs have a little bit of work to do to get their month on track. But everybody else, it just seemed like some pretty darn good readings here.
Virgo's a good month to reorder things in your life. So this is a great season for everybody, whether they go through it from their modality sign or any other aspect.
Yeah, so I think the cardinal signs just have to finish what they started. That's the trick.
That's another song, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is, I guess.
Is it Van Halen? Come on, finish what you started. I don't remember.
It could be. It could very well be, but I'm not sure either.
Or Sammy Hagar. I don't remember.
We'll have to look that up after the shoe. Anyway, that's it for this month for Virgo season. It seems like a great season for most of us. So I hope you have a great Virgo season ahead. And of course, you Virgos, enjoy. Make the most out of your birthday season. Happy birthday to you. And we'll see all of you again for another modality message when the sun goes into the sign of Libra.
That's right.
So take care, everybody. And we hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.